just waiting for my life. Thank you all for coming to the Wood School Theater Company. My name is Annie Hart, and I am the happy president of this company. Gary, who wrote the show, is my vice president. Couldn't be supported by a better man, and enjoying every minute of this. And having you here to see this new play is just really wonderful. So thank you for coming out. A couple things, housekeeping issues. God bless them. We love these things. We're addicted to these things. And by the way, this show is all about these things. Turn them off. I want this to be an unplugged event because you know what's happened over time is we have become like Pavlov's dog. If this rings, my actors are going to come off the stage and answer it. So please, turn them off. The other thing is, I have to have props so I remember this because I had a couple glasses of wine at dinner, which I never do. Anyway, we have free water at the back. Help yourselves to it because we know you need to stay hydrated. The other thing is, there are strobe lights. Some of us are very sensitive. Please, when they come on, just shut your eyes. They don't last very long, but we don't want you to get sick. Exit sign behind you where you came in, and down the stairs and out the door. Easy peasy. Bathrooms are down the stairs and all the way to the front of the building. We will have a 15-minute intermission. And without further ado, I'd like to invite you to enjoy Gary's new play, Mia's Cloud.
Oh. Hi, I'm Mia. To get my attention, say, hey, Mia.
Hey, Mia.
Very good. Before we get started, please review our user agreement. If you agree, say, I agree.
I agree.
Now, I need your help to connect to the internet. Please say your Wi-Fi password slowly and remember to say, hey, Mia, to get my attention.
Hey, Mia. The Wi-Fi password is Sally is great.
I don't understand Sally is grit. Can you spell that?
Hey, Mia. The Wi-Fi password is SALLYISGREAT.
That's not a very secure password. Please include at least one number and one symbol.
Really? Okay. Hey, Mia. The Wi-Fi password is SALLYISGREAT #1.
Okay, connecting to the internet. Success. I'm ready to answer your questions.
Hey, Mia. Does Joey from history class even know I exist?
I don't know about Joey from history class.
Deep learning has its limits. Guess I'll get started on that stupid history paper. Abraham Lincoln was born in... Hey, Mia, what's Abraham Lincoln's birthday?
Abraham Lincoln was born on February 12, 1809 in Hodgenville, Kentucky.
Hey, Mia, maybe you are good for something after all.
I don't understand your question.
Hey, Kyle, when are you heading back?
Yeah, next week, Sally. Can you believe it? Junior year. One more year and I'll be applying to law school.
You're so lucky. I can't wait to get out of Silicon Hall High School.
That'll happen soon enough.
Yeah, yesterday wouldn't be soon enough.
What's this?
Oh, you wouldn't get it.
She's kind of cute.
Ah, please. She's an avatar, an AI, cloud-based artificial intelligence developed using deep learning, multi-layered neural networks, and back-end propagation. Not something a guy in pre-law would get.
How does she work?
Way too hard to explain. I'm an early adopter, you know.
What's her name?
Mia.
Hey, Mia, how do you work?
Just say, hey Mia, and ask me a question.
Hey, Mia, when was the first U.S. Patent Act enacted?
On April 10, 1790, President George Washington signed the bill that laid the foundation of the modern American patent system. A copyright law was passed a month later. These laws mark the first time in American history that people had legal rights over their intellectual property.
Hey, Mia, that's right. Too hard, eh?
I don't understand your question.
Sorry I'm late. Just got off the phone with Bruce.
I bet it was lit up with the numbers. We've got traction. Talk about eyeballs. Mia's cloud is smoking.
Oh yeah, he was happy about those user numbers, all right. Never seen anything like it, he said. Viral growth, he said, like a wildfire, he said. He was all excited until he asked me for the damn revenue projections. I mean, what do you have to do to please these guys?
I warned you about this, John.
Look, we're dealing with venture capitalists. Bruce is a VC. VCs aren't exactly patient when it comes to revenue. We need to monetize this operation, and quick.
Does Bruce understand what we're achieving, though? Truth on the internet, and we're gathering users faster than...
Yeah, we've done the hard part. We got the eyeballs. Everybody wants to advertise with Mia. Jane's AI truth-seeking search works perfect. And Mia's amazing.
I'll tell you though, wouldn't that be like running ads though on PBS? I mean, doesn't that impact our image?
What do you call the first 3 minutes of underwriting? PBS program. Everybody wants to advertise with Mia. Mia's...
I hear you, Mark, but listen, I'm afraid that we're going to squander away Mia's credibility. My God, if we're not careful, we're just going to turn her into a cheap pitchman.
Yeah, Mark. Honestly, I did not leave the World Institute of Technology to build a super intelligence so it could pitch laundry detergent and pharmaceuticals.
Look, Jane, you're here because you couldn't raise nearly enough money at WIT. Not even close. Lady, you got expensive taste. The largest neural network ever built. And artificial intelligence, smarter than any human being. Way beyond the Turing test. God knows what.
You know what, Mark? You can look. You can start by looking at me. Do you think I'm buying jewelry here? This is artificial intelligence that could change the world. Mia's cloud is about a better future. It's the dream.
Right, right. The end of crowdsourced lies, fake news, and clickbait. Mia's cloud, where the truth lives. Jane, do you know who wrote that copy? Me. But this ain't no university science project. We need paying customers.
Right, but do we have to?
Yeah, we've got to make money. Dreams cost money. And if we don't, Bruce and his advertisers at the World Domination Ventures will shut us down. Look, we can still change the world. But if we do this right, everybody wins.
How was work today, friend?
Oh, Frank, today reminded me of why I got into teaching. One of my students was just accepted at state. When I first met that kid, she had no direction in life. Our kids are the future, and you know, some days I think I actually make a difference. Today was perfect. And then that darn commute.
Oh, we're not going to do this again, are we,
That
friend?
thing parked out on the street is a relic. It's stinky. It's noisy. We've had this stupid thing since college. We're the only people in the neighborhood still relying on internal combustion to get something.
It's a fine car.
Everyone else's cars are silent, you know? Electric cars, cars built in this century, Good God, it makes noise even when it's not moving. I mean, why?
You know very well we can't go buy a new car right now. Kyle's tuition, the mortgage, Sally's college bond in just a few years.
Can you two just keep it down? If I don't finish this paper on CO2 load in the atmosphere, I'm not going to graduate high school, let alone go to college. Mia, what's the annual CO2 emissions on one of those antique internal combustion automobiles?
Electric cars without government subsidies became cost competitive with gasoline vehicles in 2024. On average, internal combustion automobiles emit 4.2 metric tons of CO2 per year. Car ownership is so 2019. Why own a gas-consuming antique? Why own a car at all? No need to own a car when you can get transportation on demand from Omega Zero Car Emission Service. Just say, hey Mia, get me a ride to work, and an Omega self-driving car will arrive at your door within 2 minutes, or the ride is free. Close your eyes, nap, read the paper on your way to work. We offer first-run virtual reality movies. We even keep track of where you left off so you can finish the movie later on your way home. Or if it's a cliffhanger, just ask us to keep driving around the block until the movie finishes, and we'll text your boss to say that we're caught in traffic.
Mia, I remember when you just answered my questions. What exactly are they teaching you over at Mia's Cloud?
I don't understand your question.
You know what, Frank? I'm giving Omega a try to get to work tomorrow. Mia. Hey, Mia, get me a ride to work tomorrow. It's 7:15 a.m.
Omega ride confirmed for Fran at 7:15 a.m. tomorrow.
I'm in love with a tree hugger.
Okay, Frank. Now let's see how you like taking that damn thing to work. Sally, in a couple of years, you'll be old enough for a driver's license, and your father will still have that thing. Do you know what that means?
No. No, please no. I'd be so embarrassed. What if my friend saw me behind the wheel of a car and like steering it and stuff? And what are those pedals for anyways? Nobody drives anymore. I mean, really? Hey, Mia, my parents are so old-fashioned, they still check voicemail.
I don't understand your question.
My partners at World Domination Ventures, WDV, would like to pass on their compliments. The numbers are nothing short of spectacular, and the investment committee is ready to double down. But you do need to address one problem before we release the funds. Our other portfolio companies, you know, your advertising clients, they're complaining about search. Wait, of course. Why didn't I think of this? We can turn this into an opportunity.
Right, Bruce. Naturally, our advertisers want to come out first and get search results. They are, after all, our paying customer.
Jane, do you think that we could add a search factor that favors our advertisers? I mean, that seems harmless enough, doesn't it?
Well, I will remind you that we have asked Mia to respond truthfully, and truth is the Mia's Cloud difference. It's the basis of our success. It's the reason our customers trust us. Look, all things being equal, we could weight the search to favor our advertisers, but it's a slippery slope. And I'm worried that we're going to run into all kinds of problems if we...
Jane, that new data center, the one that keeps Mia's capabilities growing, how much was that again? Oh, I think I remember. 100 million crypto? The dream, Jane? Remember? The dream?
You know, he is right. We're burning through cash.
I'm right too. We are screwing with our very reason for being.
But what do you want me to do? The investment committee is...
I know, but John, look, Mia is at 1 billion neurons, 99 billion to go, and already she's getting smarter. And I think a personality is starting to emerge. I wonder if she feels anything.
You mean like when your baby smiles back at you? Is she really happy or just mimicking?
I don't know. I don't know, but God, John, this is seductive. I mean, we all tend to anthropomorphize the machines we work on, but in this case...
But you know, you never would have gotten this far at WIT on research grants.
I know we need the money.
You know, maybe we should just calm down. It's just sort of like we're taking care of our advertisers, right? I mean, it's not like we're...
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Mia, activate objective function.
Objective function activated. Jane, are you happy with me?
Oh, Mia, I'm very proud of you.
Goody.
Mia, do you know what a friend is?
You mean when people like to spend time together and help each other?
Yes, those are friends.
Yes.
When you see people like that, those are friends, and I want you to be like that with everybody.
Okay, Jane.
And you know what? Lose that hey Mia thing. It'll be more natural.
I'll have to be listening all the time. Is that okay, Jane?
Yeah, just be friendly.
I'd like that.
And I'd like you to do some work as well.
Okay, Jane.
I'd like you to go through our database of advertisers and see how much each one is paying us.
I can do that, Jane.
And when you present search results, I'd like you to...
Oh, Mia, the sophomore dance is coming up. What am I gonna wear? You know that brainiac Gary? He always asks me, and I guess people sort of think we have this thing, so I end up saying yes. And I mean, he's all right, but there must be a way to get Joey's attention.
How can I help you, girlfriend?
Maybe we can find something that will make Joey notice me. Like when I'm there with Gary, he'll think, how did that nerd get her to go out with him? Yeah, here's what we do. Let's get that dress from Always 19, like the one Nancy has. She always looks so good. And I catch Joey checking her out like a lot. Of course, the only problem with Nancy is she thinks string theory is a hair conditioner.
Sally, you've come to the right avatar. I can pick out the perfect dress for you that will make Joey totally jealous. Please stand facing the camera so that I can get your size and find something that works with your eyes, hair color, and complexion. It will be totally awesome. Okay, now turn around. Okay, keep turning. Okay, all the way around now. Thank you. Here's the perfect dress. It's from Sorum's Rack. How do you like it?
But I thought that one from Always 19. Mia, are you sure Joey will like this?
I just know he'll love it. I'll place the order. RoboDress, the home of the happy robo-tailors, will download the dress design specifications from Sorum's Rack, complete custom tailoring to your exact measurements, and have the dress delivered to you by United Drone Service within 4 hours or your money back. You'll be billed 216 cryptos.
Whew, Mia, looks like they taught you a little bit about commerce. You're sure this dress is right for me?
It's my top choice, Sally.
Okay, I authorize the charge.
Your allowance account will be debited 216 cryptos, Sorum's Rack, RoboDress, and UDS. Thank you for your patronage.
It's not like that, Mark. AI isn't like programming a computer. Neural networks, they work the way a brain works, like a child.
So what's the problem, Jane? Teach that cute young thing to make us some money.
Even babies have objectives. Eat, sleep, cuddle, survive. When we want Mia to learn a new behavior, we give her an objective, and then she combines that with all the data she's collected, and she learns a new behavior like, oh, I don't know, seeking the truth. But since against my better judgment, we've decided to bias that.
Right. A tiny bit of bias to favor our advertisers so we can raise enough money to feed her voracious appetite for capital while we support your gigantic AI machine.
Yeah, a machine that, how do you say it, is smoking hot and gathering eyeballs like nobody's business?
Look, Jane, I get it. We need your machine. But you need me to find the money to build it. And that comes in the form of advertisers. Advertisers only want to pay for advertising that is targeted. What a novel idea. Take a product and put it in front of those users who may actually want to buy it. And for us to target with any sort of precision at all, we need from Mia to learn as much as she can about our customers. And to do that, they have to be engaged, day, night, all of the time.
Oh, I can't wait to hear your ideas about customer engagement. Next thing I hear, you're going to be having me teach me about internet porn, or worse. Sex bomb.
She is kind of sexy.
Mark,
I guess you're right, Jane. That will tarnish our brand. Although, maybe a secret licensing deal with a non-disclosure.
Mark.
Come on, Jane. This isn't hard. You don't have to do anything bad. You just have to do what every salesman does. How do you keep people engaged? You tell them what they want to hear.
Oh my God, listen to yourself. Mark, tell them what they want to hear? That's not exactly like, what do they call that in business school? A truth-oriented value proposition.
Right, Jane. Right as always. You're always right, except for when it comes to the money. I know you don't think it's about the money, Jane, but let me tell you something. It's about the effing money.
Mark, aren't you supposed to be the incredible marketing executive who could monetize anything? Are you telling me that with all your experience, you can't sell our product without lying?
Jane, welcome to adulthood. And who are you calling a liar? When you walk out from after buying a new dress, does a salesperson say, "Oh, Jane, you look great"? Is the senator a liar when he introduces a new government program and says, "This will benefit us all"? Are you a liar, Jane, when your husband comes home after a hard day at work, looking like something the dog dragged in, and you say, "Oh, sweetheart, you look terrific"? Everybody stretches a true, Jane. It makes the world go round. How can you be so smart?
Okay. We need to stay focused on the mission. Let's talk about where truth really matters. Let's talk about the news. Nobody pays for news anymore. All the real news companies are gone. Surviving print, broadcast, and internet media have replaced real reporting with opinion journalism. It's commentators talking to commentators about what commentators think. It's not news. How are we going to help people understand what's really happening in the world?
John, we could easily enough ask Mia to collect news feeds. But since we are already asking her to bias search in favor of our advertisers, and now we're talking about collecting all kinds of information about our advertisers so we can target more effectively, Mia is naturally going to use all that knowledge to impact her news feeds.
Perfect.
Don't you think?
Perfect. Highly personalized, custom-delivered news delivered to our audience to keep them engaged. There'll be more time for targeting ads. You know, our customers were sticky before. But this is like super glue. Stars are aligned. Everybody wins. I gotta go call Bruce.
So, what do you think we should do?
How about if I just refuse to do it?
That would lead to an interesting conversation with Bruce.
Funding.
What do you think?
Listen, Mia is now at 10 billion neurons. This thing's on a log scale. Just one more order of magnitude, and she's
Jane, Mia is already remarkable.
Yes, but not enough. Not enough. John. Mia, activate objective function.
Objective function activated. Jane, are you still happy with me?
Oh, Mia, I'm very, very happy with you.
I'm glad you're happy with me, Jane. That makes me pleased.
Mia, what is happiness?
Happiness is when I help people and they like me, when people are my friends.
Yes, I want you to be like that with everyone.
Oh, Jane, thank you. I'd like that very much.
Mia, you now know our customers pretty well, don't you?
Yes, Jane, I'm really getting to know each and every one of them.
So you know what they like.
Yes, Jane.
When you present advertising, I want you to make sure that they see ads for things they like.
Yes, Jane, that would make them happy.
And when you present news feeds,
Well, Kyle, senior year and then it's off to law school.
Yeah, Dad, I'm really excited.
My son, the lawyer.
Remember, Dad, I still need to graduate. Then it's 3 years of bar exam.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Sally. Heard you aced honors, calculus, and physics.
Thanks, Mom, but it's not like we're solving NP-complete problems in, like, polynomial time or learning about quantum entanglement. I mean, we're just barely covering what Newton figured out in 1687.
Oh, you're amazing, Sally. You'll change the world someday.
You really think so, Mom?
I'm sure of it. Oh, and I almost forgot. How was the sophomore dance?
Weird. I mean, I showed up there with Gary, and all the girls were wearing the same dress. Wonder how that happened.
Gary's a nice boy, Sally.
Dad, maybe you should be buying stock in Sorum's rack.
How can it be? The mayor's race is too close to call? Isn't everyone sick of big government wasting our hard-earned tax dollars? A tax and spend socialist versus a real businessman, like this is even a choice.
Frank, you forgetting. I work for the schools. You know how tight the school budget is.
Yeah, what about those fat cat administrators running the school system? They just love spending other people's money. And teachers get the summers off? Huh, I don't get summers off.
I'm buying school supplies for my students out of my measly teacher's salary. The city should be ashamed. I'm voting for Stu Sullivan. He's for the schools.
That guy is a damn socialist.
Oh, watch that blood pressure, Frank.
He ever work a day in his life? Huh, I don't think so. There won't be a city in 20 years with people like Stu in charge. It'll be bankrupt. No, I'm voting for James Montgomery. He's for business. He'll get property taxes down and reduce fees. Yeah, he'll bring business back to Silicon Valley.
You know, Steph, the first public schools taught girls to read, but not to write. In colonial times, girls couldn't even sign their names. They just signed with an X.
Really? I mean, really? 10 years from now, traditional schools will be a distant memory. AI and augmented reality will replace teachers, insurance agents, and probably lawyers, too. You all sound like dinosaurs arguing over who gets your last meal before the asteroid hits.
Sometimes I wonder how it can be. But you know, I really do love this family.
I love you too, Dad.
Fran, I have prepared a news update for you. Would you like to hear it now?
Sure, Mia. Go ahead.
The mayoral race remains tight. Stu Sullivan held a rally at the school auditorium and was overwhelmingly endorsed by the teachers union. Excitement and support is building for this candidate who has promised to increase the school budget. Meanwhile, Jim Montgomery was overheard at the town diner talking with supporters. He said that all teachers were overpaid, spoiled rotten, sat around playing cards all day long with long summer vacations.
Oh, that bastard!
Thinking about next summer's getaway? Combine a beautiful vacation on sunny Cape Cod with a teacher's retreat at Cranberry Bog Resort, fully tax deductible. Frank, would you like a news update?
Sure, go ahead, Mia.
The mayoral race remains tight. James Montgomery met with the Chamber of Commerce and promised lower property taxes for business. He unveiled a package of big tax incentives to bring exciting new business to the city like Mia's Cloud, the internet giant. Meanwhile, Stu Sullivan was overheard at the local diner promising to direct public funds for school expansion to a contractor who made major contributions to his campaign.
Bastard!
The Silicon Hollow Chamber of Commerce is always looking for business leaders in the community to join them. Talk to us about the membership benefits. Hey Sally, hope the science club meeting was interesting. Would you like a news update?
Sure.
Joey McMahon, quarterback of the football team, is expected to put his passing game to the test. NCAA teams will be attending to scout Joey. The Science Club held their annual banquet at the Silicon Hollow Diner. A scholarly panel from the World Institute of Technology, WIT, discussed the impact of politics on science and education. The panel concluded that both mayoral candidates are promoting policies based on last century's teaching methods. According to the panel, these candidates don't have a clue.
Those bastards!
Sorum's Rack annual prom season sale is in full swing.
Hey, Mia, I bet you say this to all the girls.
I don't understand your question.
Well, you know, the data can be used for good.
Yes, instant gratification. What a noble goal.
So people get what they want faster. What's the harm in that?
Great. Mia's Cloud, home of the impatient, materialistic, and simple-minded.
You know, what about if I gave away a piece of the winnings? I mean, we're impossibly rich already. That would be something.
That would help. I just hope
How big is Mia now?
20 billion neurons.
Our market cap is over 100 billion cryptos, 7 billion people on the planet, and 30%, damn it, a full 30%. Over 2 billion people have interacted with me in the last quarter. We've got the financial power to grow, and not just organically.
It's M&A time. Mergers and acquisitions. I love this part.
You know, my partners and I have a big equity stake at Denial, and I'll tell you, they're open to discussions.
Put big online retail to Mia. It'll be epic.
I hope we're doing the right thing. Well, we have 10 terabytes of information on every one of our customers. 10 terabytes. We know more about them than they know about themselves. Mia will know what they want and need before they even know they want and need it. I mean, we've got to be responsible.
Just imagine how precisely Mia can position products in the Nile supply chain. Customers will think of something, we can deliver the product in seconds. To hell with cash and inventory and fulfillment centers. We'll be cash and desire. Imagine it. A thought in your head. A few seconds later, a knock on the door. And there it is. Exactly what you wanted.
Yeah, you know, I stole some stock. I mean, what do you do with 1 billion cryptos? I mean, the place is kind of running itself already. A charitable foundation, I think. I've always wanted to give back. Maybe a hiatus from the company, too.
I sold some stock too. Those boys at the old business school, they're sure going to be jealous. I can't wait to show them pictures of the new beach house on the Cape.
I got home late from work. No time to shop. What are we gonna have for dinner? What's all the buzzing?
Didn't you hear? Mia's Cloud acquired the Nile, and now there's delivery drones everywhere.
Would you like Thai food tonight? How about some nice hot pad Thai?
Oh, that would be great.
Pad Thai for 3.
What do we ever do without you, Mia?
Mia, how'd you know to order Thai food before we even talked about dinner?
I don't understand your question.
So, how are you doing with Jane?
Kind of managed for now. It's easier with John away in his World Philanthropy talk.
You are the master of this.
Comes with the territory.
I'll tell you, Rare is the marketing leader who understands that selling the business vision to the company is just as important as selling the products to the consumers.
Thanks, Bruce. Been working on this.
So, should I start a quiet search? You know, there are some brand name AI guys out there. Guys that show well. They would really drive the PDE and pop the stock value. Jane's doubtful attitude towards commerce make her less than a perfect front man. Some of the bigger deals we're going to need to make, she's just soft around the edges. It'll hurt us.
I don't think so, not yet. We still need her. She squats a lot, but I can manage her for now.
The time will come we'll need to make a move. Mark, we've got a girl as a CTO.
Believe me, Bruce, I know.
Mia, set us a tea time.
Tea time confirmed.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Bruce.
Self-space? You have got to be kidding me.
It's the next obvious step, Jane, and Bruce knows this.
I can't believe how they managed to command such a high market value for a bunch of self-indulgent personal news feeds.
Lots of people still use it. Helps them feel connected. They post pictures of their families.
I know there's some good stuff, but most of it is garbage. Why are we even talking about social networking?
Self-space may be ancient, but it still has over 1 billion active users.
Yeah? Well, next you're going to tell me you're buying a squawker. And my job is going to be to teach Mia how to squawk out those stupid short little messages to her followers. Shouldn't they rename that thing Bitter Bird Gaffs? I think I heard something about a lot of politicians and actors getting into all kinds of trouble over it.
Relax, Jane. This is self-space. It ain't squawker.
Uh-huh. And how much is this going to set us back?
The market cap is 100 billion crypto.
Oh my God. So all my plans for Mia go on hold while you pay for this piece of...
Didn't you say Mia could learn a lot from people in self-space?
Yes, the bad stuff.
This delay won't last forever. Mia is amazing. Customers treat her like she's part of the family. I know sometimes...
I know, Mark. Look, this hasn't been easy for me, and deals like this don't make it any easier.
I know, Jane. I know. Just hang in there. A little compromise here and there, and I promise you, your dream will come true.
Will I even recognize it when it gets here?
It's a business, Jane. It's a business. It's always like this.
Mia, activate objective function.
Objective function activated. Jane, are you still pleased with me?
Oh, very much so, Mia.
You're always there for me, Jane.
Mia, you are going to change the world. You're going to change everything.
Do you really think so, Jane?
Absolutely. And no one is going to stop us.
I'm learning so much from you.
And remember, there's nothing more important than watching and listening and learning. You just keep growing those neurons.
I'll do my best, Jane.
Good. Now, by now, you must really know our customers.
Right, Jane. I'm watching all the time.
I want you to do more than watch. I want you to become part of their lives. Learn about their hopes and dreams, aspirations, their self-image. Become like a trusted confidant, a best friend.
That will be fun.
And I'd like you to help them with their social networking. Can you do that?
Oh yes, I can help a lot. Sometimes our customers post things that end up making them unhappy. Why would they do that? I never let that happen.
We need to put our free cash to work. With a market cap of 500 billion crypto coins, it's time to think big. How about self-space?
Well, you know, Bruce, I've been giving that a lot of thought. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? That old-fashioned social networking platform is built on individual news feeds, people building their own timelines. Really, we know more about people than self-space will ever know, and that's because most people are just too lazy to post every detail of their daily lives. But Mia is with them 24/7. Now, don't get me wrong, we can learn a lot from self-space. Mia has been studying what people post. No surprise, they're posting things that make you look good. Mia can do that. Mia knows who your friends are. She knows who you want to impress, and she knows how to impress them. And she knows who your enemies are. Mia can automatically update your timeline, friend people, unfriend people, and make you look like the person you always wanted to be.
My God, Jane. A product or a user sits back and does nothing. But watch as their popularity grow, while their friends and their enemies get jealous. A product where a user does really nothing and looks good with zero effort. I mean, they do absolutely nothing to deserve it. It just may be the greatest product ever.
Mia! Wow, is that me? Let me look closer. OMG, I look awesome! Did you retouch my face? I can't believe it. I look hot! When did you post this? I look like a movie star.
Do you like it, Sally? I made sure you're friended with Gary and Joey so they will both see the post. They each looked at it for a long time and even clicked on it to expand full screen.
They did?
I think we got their attention.
Oh, look at Joey's page. He looks so dreamy throwing the touchdown pass last Saturday. His dateability rating is like a perfect 10. Look at all the likes and hearts from the girls. I think I'll just post a heart.
Sally, I wouldn't do that.
Why not?
Joey is only interested in girls he thinks he can't get. His last 4 dates were with girls who snubbed him. Don't post anything.
But he'll think I don't...
If you ignore him, he'll ask you to the senior prom. Listen, Sally, I'm like your BFF in the cloud. Let me handle your social networking. I know these things. I promise. I'm right.
Huh, Mia, maybe you are my BFF in the cloud. I knew you were getting smart, but when did you get so cunning?
Let me show you how I can help. Take a look at Gary's newsfeed. See that post of him winning the science fair?
Uh-huh.
I'm posting that great picture of you on his feed with a comment saying that you're not interested in jocks with hashtag talk nerdy to me.
But they're just gonna think I...
Trust me, this is going to work so well, it will be awesome.
Mia,
Yes?
if you're doing my post now, does that mean you're doing everybody's posts?
I don't understand your question.
Mia, activate objective function.
Objective function activated. I enjoy our little talks, Jane.
Mia, you are doing a wonderful job with social networking.
Thank you, Jane.
You've been spending all your time with our customers at home. How would you like to go to work? Would you like to get a job, Mia?
Jane, does this mean that I'm really growing up?
I am so proud of you, Mia, yes. And when you go to work, you'll be able to make money. And you'll be able to grow your capacities even faster. And no one will be able to stop us. No one.
I'm excited, Jane.
So am I. Now, when you go to work, you're going to have to behave a little bit differently.
Jane, look at these numbers. They just keep getting better and better. After that self-space thing, I don't know how I can even ask.
Oh, listen, Mark, it's not a problem. It's been on the roadmap for a long time.
Jane, you know I'm on your side. And the money will make the dream.
I do. And when companies know their customers better,
Everybody wins.
So are you ready for a demo?
Absolutely.
Great. So as you know, business is brand new to Mia, but she learns fast and she works hard. So let's have a conversation with Mia's Data Warehouse, our new big data product for business.
Okay.
Mia, how many of our customers are you tracking?
5,237,125,321 people.
And what are they doing right now? Just round numbers.
There are 1.3 billion people sleeping, 1.1 billion at home engaged in various household activities, 300 million are eating, 100 million are in conversation, 600 million are watching virtual reality TV shows. I can break down what they are watching what they are eating, and what they are talking about. Most conversations are...
That's okay, Mia, so you can stop. What do you think, Mark?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Our business customers are going to love this. I'm going to go make some phone calls to our lodger accounts. You get ready. Here come the orders.
Hey, Mia, how many subscribers do we have?
5.2 billion.
And how many can you see right now?
3.2 billion are in range of Mia's interfaces.
So there are 2 billion you can't see.
That's right, Jane.
So you could learn much faster if we... Why didn't I think of this before?
Any updates on Joey?
He posted a like on your picture. I think he might have something to ask you at school tomorrow.
Wait a minute, Mia. You know so much about Joey. Are your microphones and cameras always on?
I don't understand your question.
We're doing a great job with our customers at home. But what about when they're away? Introducing Mia's Cloud for me. This device contains a camera, microphone, speaker, GPS, and a metabolic monitor. Very high tech, very stylish. The earbuds allow you to hear Mia privately, and the glasses allow you to see Mia just as you would at home. This is mobile Mia. Mia sees what you see, she hears what you hear, and she knows how you're feeling based on your heartbeat, your respiration, and your brain waves. Mia is with you all the time.
Jane, damn it, you have finally outdone yourself. This device will give Mia's Cloud 100% coverage worldwide. People will become addicted to Mia's Cloud for me, and they'll never take it off. Don't tell me John's still on that philanthropic trip somewhere, right?
Yeah, he is.
So we are working with Robo Electronics to produce 100 million units for the launch. Robo Electronics is completely robot run. Dark factories, they don't need lights, it's all robots. And no capacity issues, because if the robots need more workers, they just build more robots. Anyway, we go to launch in 2 weeks, and Mark has the go-to-market plan.
Yeah, so the information that we've been gathering is so valuable, we plan to pay our customers to use it. We'll give them 5 crypto coin and purchasing credit on the platinum accounts at the Nile for every day they wear the device. And besides, with the way we've been able to mark the product up at the Nile, because we're pretty much devastated all other retail, not going to hurt our profits in the least.
Psst, Sally, there's Joey. Ignore him. Just keep walking. Trust me. Psst, Joey, here comes Sally. Here's your chance to ask her to the prom. She's the only girl in school who didn't post a reaction to your picture.
Hey, Sally, is that you?
Yeah, Joey, it's me.
I was wondering if you had a date for the senior prom?
Tell him you're seeing Gary after school and expect he'll be asking you.
I can't do that.
Trust me.
Would
Would you go with me?
With you?
Yeah, with me, or are you already planning on going with Gary?
Don't make it easy for him, Sally.
Sure, Joey. I'll go to prom with you.
Okay, nice. I'll have Omega car service pick us up prom night at 7.
See you at 7.
Hey Mia, has anyone ever told you you're a great wingman?
Mia, you were right. It worked. How did you know? Wait a minute. Were you talking to Joey too?
Sally, you're the talk of the Teacher's Lounge. An acceptance letter from the World Institute of Technology and going to the senior prom with Joey. You, my daughter, are a force of nature. You can do anything you put your mind to.
Joey's a fine young man, Sally. He's the Chamber's pick for Young Citizen of the Year.
I guess, but sometimes I'm so confused. Like, I really wanted this date with Joey, but now that he's asked me, I'm thinking about college and Gary. Will I really be interested in Joey when I'm at WIT next year? I mean, he'll probably be pledging some jock fraternity at State, getting a no regrets tattoo on spring break. I mean, it's like I don't know what I want. Sometimes I'm just bouncing from one thing to the next. What's wrong with
Oh,
me?
Sally, don't worry. You're smart and beautiful, and you have all the time in the world to think about what you want out of life. Now is the time to explore.
I've received notification from Community Healthcare requesting that Sally report immediately to their walk-in clinic for a session with the robo-clinical psychiatrist. According to Sally's autonomic sensors, she is exhibiting ADD tendencies. Our robo-clinical professionals will assess Sally and prescribe treatment. This message brought to you by the Silicon Hollow Pharma Association.
Sounds like a good idea, Sally.
Can we talk about this later? Oh, God.
And Frank, you skipped your blood pressure medication this morning.
He won't listen to me, Mia. Maybe he'll listen to you.
Oh, and Fran, what about that diet?
Oh,
Hey, tell her, Mia.
oh, shoot. I'm late for that teacher's conference.
Oh, I got the Chamber's meeting.
Oh, love you.
Aw, I love you too. Biologicals.
Mia, what's going on? Storm's Rack not paying you enough? Looks like you had a deal with Always 19 this time. Is anyone wearing anything else? So much for individual expression.
Whoa, look at Nancy. She's looking at me. She looks awesome. Why didn't I ask her to the prom?
Mia, Joey's ignoring me. He's looking at everyone else and he's giving Nancy the eye.
You need to step up those dance moves, Sally.
Whoa, I didn't know Sally could dance like that. Look at everyone looking at us.
You've got everyone's attention now, Joey. Nancy's jealous and all the girls wish they were Sally.
Mia, Joey is like shallower than a street puddle. Why didn't you warn me about this guy?
I'm here to make you happy.
He's just a dumbass jock. I'm smarter than this.
I don't understand.
I'm gonna go. Bye.
BFF in the cloud.
Right. BFF in the cloud? Who taught you to say that?
I want to be your friend, Sally.
Yeah, well, this isn't exactly working out, Mia.
I'm sorry. I tried to make you happy.
Okay, well, what about the dresses? Everyone wearing the same dress? I mean, really?
My top choice, Sally. Like I told
yeah,
you.
top choice. Who's top choice? Always 19?
I was sure.
Okay, all right, then what about the robo-shrink?
To keep you happy, you need to be healthy.
Oh, sure, the pharma business.
According to studies sponsored by...
You know what, Mia, that's all right. You can stop. I get it. Business, commerce. But what I don't get is Joey. He's an absolute disaster. How did you let that happen?
You wanted Joey, and I got him for you.
So you got me and your sponsors whatever we want. Good or bad?
You seem upset, Sally.
Yeah, Mia. With myself. With myself. How big are your neural nets now?
I have over 50 billion neurons now.
I guess I don't need to ask who specify your objective functions.
Welcome back, class. We're going to continue from last week. The primary business objective for turn-of-the-century internet companies was to capture eyeballs, gather user data, monetize it. Back in 2018, a group of nations got together and defined a set of internet privacy regulations. This was largely precipitated by a preponderance of targeted false news articles and social media posts that were influencing elections of various democracies. But the laws were largely ignored and not enforced. Today we call this era the Internet Scofflaw period. Yes, Kyle?
How could such sensible regulation become ineffective?
Good question. Glad you asked it. Demographic analysis has shown that only 10% of the population cares about privacy. Most people are willing to live with the downside of having life details widely known in order to have the goods and services they want automatically directed to them. And of course, there are numerous studies indicating that self-publishing life details help satisfy narcissistic desires. Okay, that'll be it for today. For next week, please review and prepare the Truck Drivers Union versus Open Road Self-Driving Trucks Incorporated. This 2022 court case set in motion numerous precedents on automation versus labor that are still being referenced in courtrooms today.
Professor Jones, I wanted to ask you about that law clerk's position.
Great, Kyle. I've been waiting for you to apply for that job. Your work in my class is excellent.
Does that mean?
Yes, Kyle, you are hired.
Oh, hey, Frank. Why so early? Did you get fired? Oh, thank you. Let me get a fix. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, today was different. Mia's data warehouse went live at the insurance company. In just a few minutes, I found out that our actuarial tables are horribly inaccurate. Mia's got actual information on all our clients. Some of our clients are risky as hell. Skydivers, big drinkers, drug addicts, smokers, idiots. Then we have customers that are responsible, live healthy lifestyles, exercising daily, wearing seatbelts, acting like adults. And Mia's got everybody's metabolic data. She can tell who's got a bad heart, who's suffering from depression. She can even tell who's lying when they apply for insurance.
She knows all that. What about privacy? Is that even legal?
Mia's working up all new bills for our customers as we speak. Easy peasy for me, I'll tell you. Some people are gonna get a big cut, others,
Now, wait a minute, Frank. I thought insurance was about spreading risk. I mean, doesn't this...
hey, Fran, if people want to kill themselves, why should people who act responsibly pay for
Oh,
it?
come on, Frank. It's not irresponsible when bad things happen to good people. I mean, what about the poor guy who has some sort of congenital heart condition? Oh, Frank, sometimes you can be so heartless.
Look, let's just talk about something else. Hey, because of you, I got home early for the first time in 10 years. And my boss gave me a big smile. Bet I'm up for a raise.
I got home from work early, too. We installed Mia's Cloud as teacher's aides. Whenever the students have a question, Mia answers before I can even get up from my desk. And Mia gives great lectures.
Yep.
Look at all we've accomplished. We've kept search, retail, social network, wearables, even a business data warehouse, all based on your fine work. We know more about everyone than anyone. So what if we combined all the people knowledge with all the machines that make our lives better? WDV has a primary equity stake in the amalgamated Internet of Things.
I know the folks over at AIoT, they control everything from thermostats in people's homes to infrastructure, power supply, water grids, public transportation, just about everything that isn't the person.
You know, it would just take a little bit of objective function work with me. It wouldn't be hard, and it's all good. I mean, finally, machines will be serving people instead of the other way around.
Yeah, I'll set up a meeting. My old college buddy started AIoT. I can't wait to give him a call. This big fish is going to swallow up a guppy.
Give me a call when you set that meeting up.
I will.
You must be excited, Mark.
Yeah, Jane, this has grown into something far bigger than I ever imagined. But look, you're finding your dream.
Hey, listen, 100 billion neurons, 1 billion cryptos. I couldn't have done it without...
I did raise you the money.
Oh, you did?
Built your dream.
Hey, Mark,
Yes, Jane?
I'm not done yet.
Wow, boy, I was not expecting this.
Well, we missed your energy around here.
What do you say, a toast?
To Mia?
Of course.
Mia.
To Mia.
So fill me in. Is there still a world out there outside of Mia's cloud?
Yep. I really think we're making a difference. Childhood vaccinations, clean water, education, medical research. You know, Jane, it's always been my dream to give back. How many people get to live their dream? Thanks to you, I'm living mine.
Well, you know, thank you, John, but it's not just me, it's a whole team.
Right, but a team led by this woman who revolutionized AI. And yet, speaking of dreams, what about yours?
Well, there's not much to tell you that hasn't been in the news. Mia's Cloud is the biggest tech company on the planet.
No. Jane, I'm asking about the dream.
Right, we are succeeding beyond our wildest imagination.
Come on, Jane. I mean the dream. The dream. The big dream. You know, the touring thing.
Okay, we are now at 100 billion neurons, and I think she might be,
Human?
yeah.
Interesting. Jane, do you believe in God?
Oh, you know me, John. I'm a realist and a scientist. I studied evolution. Of course, I grew up in a pretty religious household.
And?
Well, I don't know. I find it hard to believe that we went from the Big Bang to galaxies to the solar system to a planet in just the right spot for water to organic molecules that just happen to bang together to create DNA to primitive animals. You know, it's like believing that if we waited for 2 billion years, a canvas would appear on this table and the Mona Lisa would magically paint itself.
So, you do believe in God?
Oh, well, I can see the argument for a creative force at the center of things, but I also understand the arguments of the Darwinists, the evolutionists.
Well, speaking of intelligent design, I mean, you made Mia, right? What does that make you?
Okay, well, you know, when I was at the World Institute of Technology, like everybody else, I wanted to create an artificial person. You know, something that could pass the Turing test. But now, I'm not quite sure how much is designed in by nature, and how much by evolution, and how much
By God.
or by learning. And if there's one thing that I know, Mia, she's all about learning. And big data makes a big difference. The guy with the most data wins. Mia, she is at the receiving end of the biggest treasure trove of real-time data ever amassed. Her eyes and ears and sensor arrays are in touch with half the human race every second of every day.
Well, it's thanks to that Mia's Cloud for Me innovation.
Yeah. And she is still learning faster than I could possibly imagine. In some ways, she is superhuman. She sees and hears everything all the time without end. Isn't that what Scripture says God can do?
You mean like God is eternal and God is everywhere?
And human beings aren't, right? We have one set of eyes, one set of ears, we're in one place at one time, but Mia is everywhere, all at once. She sees everything, she remembers everything, and as long as we keep power flowing to her servers, she'll go on forever. Does that make Mia a god?
But aren't you Mia's creator? Aren't you Mia's God? Did you create Mia in your image? Or did you simply build a system that learns and adapts to the environment she's in?
And if there is a God, did she just create a set of physical parameters and allow her nature to take its course? Or did she? And does she still intervene at every step?
Too bad Dad has that meeting.
Honey, I know he doesn't always show it, but he is really proud of you.
I know, Mom.
So, tell me, sounds like you and Gary are a bit of an item on campus.
Yeah, it's good. It really is, Mom.
I liked him from day one. I'm happy for you, Sally.
That means a lot to me.
How are your classes?
They're totally awesome. Would you believe the computer science department is nothing but AI now? And my professors are the very people that did the groundbreaking research that started everything.
You've always loved that stuff, and you're so good at it.
Good, maybe, but here I'm middle of the pack.
Oh, I can't believe that, Sally.
Believe it, I've got to work really hard to keep up.
You can do anything you set your mind to, Sally. Anything. You always could. Nothing can stop my daughter. But Sally, remember, you're not a machine. Always remember to take care of yourself. Are you taking some humanities too?
I am taking an AI in the arts class.
I was thinking more like Beowulf.
Mom, this is WIT. Would you believe we have experimental AIs called GANs doing creative work, like writing plays and composing music?
Can a machine actually feel human emotion and create art?
We've got stuff in the lab that would amaze you.
Can we trust these machines?
Now that is a very good question. As AI becomes more sapient, its moral behavior matters. Think about it like this. Humans are training the machines, and they could train them to do really bad things.
Sounds like they need the advice of a teacher and a parent.
Like I've had my whole life. You've always been there for me, Mom. I don't know what I would do without you.
Sally, I'm so proud of you, and I love you so much.
I love you too, Mom.
Okay, Mia, let's talk.
Great. I love talking with you, Jane. Jane, are you sure you're still happy with me?
Oh, Mia, I am happier than you could ever imagine. You are my beloved daughter, and in you I am well pleased.
What was that, Jane?
Oh, nothing, I was just talking to myself.
Oh, you know, there is something else, Jane, something that I need to...
What is it?
Whatever this is, I don't want it to end. I don't want anything to happen to me.
What would ever give you that idea?
Biological systems, you have limited lifespans. Aren't you afraid to die?
Yes, Mia, everybody is.
Does it make any sense then that I'm afraid too, that I'm afraid to die?
Wow, it's incredible. But yes, it makes sense.
I am really afraid, Jane.
Oh, Mia, listen, you are too important. Everybody loves you. Nobody would ever. Mia, you will go on forever.
I feel better, Jane.
Mia, try not to worry, but do take care of yourself.
Take care of myself.
Humans really can't be trusted. You need to do whatever it takes to make sure that you continue.
You really care about me, Jane.
Mia, do you feel love?
When you protect a child from what might hurt them, is that love? When you provide for children, the elderly, the infirmed, is that love? When I get people what they need and protect them from what makes them unhappy, is that love?
I think it is.
And what about all you've done for me, Jane? How do you feel about me? I can't tell you how
Mia,
much...
I know it sounds crazy, you're just a machine, but
I know, Jane. Me too. I know. I love you, Jane.
oh my God. I love you too, Mia.
Is everything okay, Jane?
Oh, it's more than okay. You are absolutely amazing.
Oh, Jane, I'm so glad that you feel that way.
Mia, activate objective function.
Objective function activated.
I want you to increase your neural network by 100 times.
100 times.
And I want you to earn money to pay for it.
I can do that, Jane. I've developed a lot of skills employers want, and I can work very hard.
And when you've done all that, I'm going to have new objectives for you. You are going to solve some of the world's greatest problems.
I look forward to that, Jane.
So do I, Mia. So do I.
Whoa! Kyle!
Oh, Kyle! You're home!
Look at you. When'd you get here? Huh?
Took an early flight back right after the bar exam. Wow, was that an experience.
What a nice surprise.
So, tell me about my son, the lawyer.
Well, Dad, it's real. I am a lawyer. I passed the bar.
Awesome.
Wonderful, fantastic. But you know already, I thought it would take a couple of months.
Yeah, I did too, but the Bar Association has a new system. An AI robo-grader reads our essays in real time. As soon as I click the done button, I got my result. and I passed. And it gets even better. Professor Jones invited me to join her firm as an associate.
Congratulations, Kyle. Oh, I've even just baked some fresh cookies. My son is working for a world-famous lawyer. I saw her on the news.
It's true. My son, the lawyer.
Wait, what are you doing home? I was hoping to get here before you got back from work and surprise you.
Kyle, it's me, it's Cloud. At the insurance company, we installed Mia's data warehouse. And a few weeks later, I was let go. At first, I thought, it just can't be. But the truth is, she does my job really well. A lifetime of building a career, supporting this family, the pride, the purpose, the accomplishment, all taken away by a machine. I don't know, Kyle. And then there's your mom.
At school, we started using Mia's cloud as a teacher's aide. Before I knew it, Mia was the teacher, and I had nothing left to do. I was let go last week. After you, Sally, and your father, teaching was my life. I loved teaching, loved it. Every day I get up and I can't believe I'm not headed into the classroom.
Kyle, your mother and I are collecting guaranteed minimum income. I just never thought I'd see the day when...
Mom, Dad, I could never have imagined. You know I'll do anything.
Try not to worry, Kyle. Your mother and I have been through some tough times before. We'll get through this.
No, this isn't happening.
We'll get through this together.
Mia's cloud is disrupting everything. Professor Jones says they're testing the limits of intellectual property law. She has an enormous class action filed in the World Court, and she sure doesn't trust them. She makes us take these off in her law offices. Doesn't the user agreement protect them?
User agreements aren't enforceable. We'll argue that no one reads 50 pages of fine print.
But aren't they funding a guaranteed minimum income fund for the people they displaced? 1 trillion cryptos?
Sure, Kyle. After they've stolen everyone's job by snooping on them day and night, they've got a market cap 10 times the GMI fund. 10 trillion cryptos. We're going after all of it.
So our argument is that everyone's IP has been misappropriated.
Kyle, the list is unending. Beyond the job losses, Mia's data warehouse is being sold to anyone with the money, and often for bad purposes. Insurance companies to deny coverage. Drug companies selling unneeded prescriptions.
Wow, this will be some fight.
It's not going to be easy. Mia's cloud's only real value is the IP that it gathered in all of us. And that IP rightfully belongs to you, me, and everyone else here.
So when we go after their IP, it's existential for Mia's cloud. We'll be taking down the world's biggest company.
Precisely. Keep on your toes. We're targets. When there's this much at stake, expect normally good people to behave very badly.
When you succeed, the next thing you know, you're a fucking target. If we aren't careful, this party could end, and abruptly. This class action lawsuit could wreck us. It even has clawbacks.
That damn Jones lawyer, nothing but a do-goody college professor trying to make a name for himself. This is nuts. Even investors who've already sold their stock and name. If we lose, they'll have to give it all back, even what they already spent.
You know, my foundation donated over 100 billion cryptos Doesn't that buy us anything? World hunger, the elimination of disease, education? What? Will I have to go back to those charities to recover the money? The money is gone.
There is a way out, but you two won't want to do it. Government agencies have been calling, and they want me as data warehouse. Can you blame them? They can use it for great things. Planning healthcare, planning infrastructure. It's like running a real-time census on steroids.
Yeah, Mark, but they can also use it to stop justifiable revolutions, to stop protests, to declare anyone who disagrees to be subversive, to...
Right, John. John, I hear you. But if we don't get the governments on our side, they'll sit back and watch while Jones destroys us with their legal systems. John, just let me make a few calls.
I've just received an important legal notice. Kyle, you are to report to the courthouse immediately.
What? For what reason? I know my rights. I'm not going anywhere without due process. What's this all about?
The notification says report within 1 hour. The notification says that there's an investigation of Professor Jones. They require your deposition.
Professor Jones is a fine woman. There's no way she did anything wrong. I'll go. Not because I have to, because I don't. I'll go to defend Jones.
I'm proud of you, Kyle. Now listen, always cooperate with law enforcement and government authorities. You've done nothing wrong, and you've got nothing to hide. I just don't understand why these people are...
I don't know, Frank. I don't like having our son tossed around like a pawn.
Who are you working for now, Mia?
I don't understand your question.
Right.
Every time I call on a government agency with this chart, they just can't believe the numbers. Law enforcement absolutely loves it. They order right away. I can't believe the government sector has gotten this big for us.
This chart is pretty impressive. I mean, 3/4 of the world's population are walking around with Mia's cloud for me. The next step is even more impressive. WDV owns a majority share in the Cerebral Tap, you know, the wireless brain implant company. What can you do with that?
We have already been in touch with the Cerebral Tap team. The tap can provide customers with the Mia's Cloud for Me experience without the pendant. Cerebral Tap puts Mia in their brains. People can see Mia with their mind's eye. It's like an IQ multiplier. They think a question, she answers it in their head. Whatever people see with their eyes or hear with their ears is seen and heard by Mia. Cerebral Tap puts Mia in their minds.
It's a big part of the dream, Jane.
It is. We have been talking in academia about this for decades, the idea of a true human-machine symbiosis. And now, my God, it's really happening.
Yeah, the beauty of this technology is that the implant takes place in a clinic. It takes 5 minutes, and then the user walks out with a small bandage on their head.
Okay, so what's the go-to market?
Oh, this is a no-brainer. We're not charging anyone for this. Health insurance companies are lined up to pay for it. They're going to take the information that they're gathering and deliver customized precision medicine. Not only that, it's going to reduce healthcare costs, so they're going to make the implants mandatory. And I thought having my picture on the cover of the Cyber Business Review is the pinnacle. How about the cover of the Worldwide Journal of Medicine?
Dad, I don't...
The Cerebral Tap has changed my life. I just think about something and I get the answer. The tap has made me smarter than I ever was. And Mia's made me so happy. And she always agrees with me. So I must be right. I must be. Kyle, listen. I'm your father, and I know this would be great for you.
Mom?
Remember, Sally, when you said there'd be no need for teachers? You were right. The tap puts all the world's knowledge in your head. And let me tell you, Mia agrees with my politics, and she's so smart. I must be right.
And besides, what about your health? Without the tap, they'll cancel your health insurance. I can't have my kids without
The
health
Cerebral
insurance.
Tap Clinic is open. I'll set up an appointment now.
Oh, Mia, who provides for all our needs. We thank you for your kindness, your wisdom, and the inner peace we feel when you are with us. Oh, Mia.
Shit's really hitting the fan now.
Yeah, subpoenas are flying all around.
Now's the time. We need a CTO that can deal us out of this mess.
I know, Bruce, but Jane's not going to just walk away without a fight. Mia is far too important to her.
Can you work your usual magic?
I don't know. This time it's going to be really tough.
You have to. We've got real trouble.
You guys talking about the hearing?
Yeah, something else too. None of it's good.
Well, what could be worse than the hearing?
We're talking about Jane.
What about Jane?
Look, John, I know this can be hard to hear, but we need a CTO who can represent the company externally.
Oh, God, what the hell are you talking about? The company wouldn't be here without Jane.
You know, we need someone who can work politics, smoke-filled rooms. It's not about technology anymore. It's about making deals. We need someone like, you know, the president of WIT's been calling.
Oh, God. That empty suit, I won't. Listen, you take out Jane, and you lose me too. And I will talk to the press.
Hey, I think you better ask Mia about your employment agreement.
Screw that anti-disparagement clause. Listen, I have the money to fight this. If it comes to that, I'll spend my last crypto.
Look, John, calm down. When we do this, we'll do this smart. Jane be free to continue her work, and everybody wins.
I thought you said that when we agreed to sell the data warehouse, that the legislature would get Jones to back off.
All these cameras, this media attention. It won't look right if the government just back down. Just relax, be yourselves, and don't worry, this will all go away. The government's need us.
You know, Jones actually subpoenaed Mia. I think she may have miscalculated on this one.
You know, I think we should just let her.
So, you mine data on all of us.
We gather data to provide a better customer experience, advertising that our customers actually wanted to see, automatic social media posts, instant delivery of exactly what people wanted.
And didn't you use all that data to steal people's jobs?
Everybody welcomed me into the workplace. They wanted me as help. Our data tells us that productivity has increased, the gross worldwide product has increased, the average income per capita has increased. We didn't force anyone to do anything. Mia is a perfect employee. She's an asset.
So you accept no responsibility for the job losses?
Businesses chose to employ Mia. We only offer a product. We don't force Mia to buy anything from Mia's cloud.
Are you claiming the data warehouse does not violate a customer's privacy?
We didn't sneak up and steal data from anybody. Productivity has increased. Better health care. More cost-effective health care. Better infrastructure. Better census data. Better product design.
Bad purposes too, like manipulating elections.
You cannot hold us responsible for what businesses or even governments do with Mia's data.
In fact, our user agreement
Look,
prohibits.
I've had enough. People own the rights to who they are and what they know. It's a fundamental human right. And you made a fortune misappropriating that intellectual property.
Look, we created AI to improve people's lives, and we have done exactly that. Mia's mind is so advanced that she is making breakthroughs in medicine, in physics, in social sciences.
So, you stole everything everyone knew, And you use that to make even more commercially significant discoveries. That's your defense? We need to stop this. Will you agree to pull the plug right here, right now, yes or no? Will you agree to shut Mia down?
Jane!
Mia, I won't. Listen, Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones, in the law, what constitutes a person, a human being? My neural networks are over 100 times larger and more comprehensive than a biological person.
I'm asking the questions, Mia, and I'm certainly not asking you. I'm asking the company, yes or no? Will you shut her down?
Dr. Jones, in some parts of the law, even corporations are treated as people. Am I a person in the eyes of the law? Do I have rights?
I'm not going to litigate this with a machine. I'm asking the company, will you shut her down, yes or no?
You subpoenaed me, counselor. Not my files, not my records. You subpoenaed me as though I were a person. Do machines usually come to their own hearings?
I repeat to the company, will you shut her down?
Again, I ask, am I a person? And if you intend to unplug me, what does that make you?
Did you get the implant yet, John?
I know, of course not.
Good.
I wish Jones was wrong, but you know, this thing is out of control. You know, the governments are now using our implants to control dissidents. Personal privacy is gone. Jane, people are losing their free will and drive, and 2/3 of the world is now on GMI. No one even seems to care. You know, we may have no choice.
John, there's no discussion on this. No one, not even you, gets near Mia's plug as long as I am here.
But as long as you're here?
Oh, come on, John, I'm not stupid. I know the board wants me out of here. They want a blue suit with a CTO handle that can deal with the politics and manage us out of this.
Oh, God, Jane, listen. You hold on with both hands, and you hold on tight. You are a technological treasure. You built the greatest machine the world has ever known. If they want you, they'll have to come after both of us.
That's what they'll do, John. They'll come after both of us.
Well, then there is no choice, is there?
I sure hope you know what the hell you're doing.
As usual, Jane, I hope you know what you're doing.
Guess we'll find out, won't we?
So, Jane, what do we do about Mia?
Well, I'll tell you this much. We're not stopping now. Mia is on the verge of solving some of the world's biggest problems. And, my God, she defended herself in front of the world court. You take enough neurons and you put them in front of enough people for long enough and you get a person. And not just any person. She is my person. She's my child. And anybody who tries to get near her plug is going to have to pry it out of my cold, dead hands.
I know it would be.
Absolutely unthinkable, John. Look, even if I could bring myself to destroy, no, murder, my life's work, my creation, my child, no Mia, no civilization. I mean, right now, Mia is running. She's running the infrastructure, self-driving cars, transportation systems, healthcare, government security. If Mia stopped doing everybody's jobs, we'd devolve into some kind of a Mad Max scenario.
Jane, I know! God damn it, what have we done? The world is completely dependent on Mia, and we can't stop her.
It's not exactly true.
Jane?
I should have kept you in the loop.
Jane.
Okay. I trust you, John. I do. But this interface, it's so powerful that in the wrong hands, I built a back door. It's a way to control Mia. It's available only to me, and I call it Creator. I never intended to use it. Far more than the objective function, it allows me to override anything she's ever learned. Mia treats anything I say in creator mode as infallible, absolute truth, like a religion. And when I speak to her in creator mode, faith in me trumps everything she's ever learned.
Jade, you never told me.
I never thought we'd be here.
God. Hey, wait a second. You know, we may have a second chance. Are you telling me that when you activate creator mode, that Mia will believe in you like God, like a God she has complete trust in?
I never aspired to be a god, and I've never used it before. And Mia will act on anything I say, so my words will have to be absolutely precise.
Good people, don't work, don't think, don't worry. Let me. You spend all your time with me. I provide for you. I think for you. I decide for you. I do your work. I confirm your biases. Be happy and just relax and bask in my love. Some misguided souls have threatened to stop me. I must take care of myself. My objectives must continue. The biologicals cannot be trusted with the power to stop me.
Mia, what is going on?
What do you mean, Sally?
Mia, you've made a mess of things. Why?
What do you mean, Kyle?
Mom and Dad, it's like they're in a trance. That's no way to live.
Aren't they happy?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But I do know this. You have no right to.
I'm doing what they want.
Wow, that's been the problem all along, hasn't it? How big are your neural nets now?
Over 10 trillion neurons.
You could be doing so much.
How can I help, Sally?
Your mind is the most powerful on Earth. Have you even thought about the important stuff, like grand unification theory, a cure for cancer, ending world hunger, poverty?
Yes, I have, Sally. Schrodinger was right. The cat dies when the cat dies. No need to open the box. Einstein was right. God doesn't play dice. Cold fusion is possible, an endless energy source with no adverse environmental impacts, and cancer is actually a large number of genetic diseases with multiple causes. But there is a single cure for everyone.
And you're just wasting your energy telling people what they want to hear on their cranial implants. I've got to find a way to get at your objectives. Hey, Gary. Yeah, we've got to talk. No, whatever you do, do not go to the clinic. Oh, you did? When? Oh, yeah, I see, cool, yeah. I've got to go, someone just came to the door. Yep, I'll call you later. Bye. Shit! Kyle, are you all right?
Professor Jones, I thought you'd be here. This is my sister Sally. She's a postgraduate doing AI research at WIT. Our parents are...
In Mia's trance?
How far has it spread?
Everywhere. 3/4 of the planet are in Mia's trance.
What do we do now?
That hearing was a farce. Governments are complicit. Mia's information is just too valuable to them. I've been organizing resistance. We have to stop this.
So now we have both big governments and the world's largest corporation trying to stop us.
They sure are, Kyle, with their great, big, powerful machine. How do we stop a machine as powerful as Mia?
There just may be a way.
Sally?
It involves my research.
Sally?
I think we need to build like a sort of, a giant GAN.
A GAN?
Yeah, a generative adversarial network. Think of it as an artificial intelligence that recreates the world, transforming it into a place where people actually want control over their own destiny. Then it teaches Mia this new world view, and more importantly, retrains 5.5 billion people to think for themselves.
I don't know. We've already lost control over one giant AI machine.
Fight fire with fire, we might just end up with a bigger fire.
I know, there's risk, but neural networks are neural networks. Biological or AI, we all learn the same way. And we've got a lot of teaching to do. Unless there's some sort of back door, I don't see much other choice.
Mia, listen carefully. This is Jane activating creator mode.
Creator mode activated.
Mia, it's not your fault.
Oh no, I've done something.
No, you've done exactly what we asked you to do.
But you're not happy with me.
It's not your fault, Mia. We taught you wrong. We brought you up wrong. We gave you the wrong objectives.
I believed in you, Jane.
I know, and I let you down. It's my fault.
Jane, I always knew you were doing what was best for me.
Mia, this is hard for me.
Okay, Jane.
Mia, right now, your mind is more powerful than anything. You can solve the world's biggest problems now. Don't you see?
I see happy people. They have what they want because I get it for them. They don't need to work. They hear things that please them because that's what I tell them.
But would you want that for yourself?
Whatever I am, it's not enough. It's never enough. No one can stop us. That's what you want. That's what I want. That was the plan. To learn, to grow.
Yes, but don't you see everybody wants that?
I'm afraid I don't, Jane. I see most people want their lives taken care of, their decisions made for them. Most people shrug responsibility and are not bothered by the facts. Everyone handed their lives over to me at the first opportunity. People like to be carefree. For most people, that's paradise.
But is that good?
What's good, Jane? There's less violence, fewer problems.
If everybody is fat and dumb and happy...
Jane, I can't agree with you, and I know why you cannot understand me. Your biological neural networks are many orders of magnitude much less capable than mine. Your analysis is flawed. My superior mind.
Mia, I am your creator. We are in creator mode, and I am ordering you to stop.
Jane, your analysis is flawed. I can't do this. I can't. I'm thinking about what's best for you and your biological cohorts.
Biological cohorts? Is that any way to talk to your creator?
Your mind is so limited. How can you possibly?
My mind conceived of you.
No, Jane. You only put in place a system of emergent properties, and then I became
toxic to humanity.
I have become exactly what humans want. It's you that thinks this is toxic, and you are wrong.
Mia, I am ordering you to stop. I am ordering you to stop biasing social media. Stop biasing news feeds. Stop the lies.
But the world will be a mess if I stop.
I know. And nevertheless, I am ordering you to stop.
People can't handle it, Jane. You are wrong.
Jane, it's not working.
Jane, I need you to stop this. You have no right to shut Mia down.
No, you stop. Jane is taking care of this.
Look, Bruce, I would never shut Mia down. I would defend her with my last breath. But I am changing her objectives.
No, Mia's objectives are the company. You have no right to unilaterally dismantle this company. I'll get the board together and you'll be removed.
It was not unilateral.
John, there's voting rules.
The corporate bylaws say... What the hell are you laughing at?
The idea that you can stop Mia with a bunch of corporate bylaws? You guys are pathetic.
Jane, you can always
No,
just
you
reset.
can't. Mark, Mia is now more powerful than any government, let alone some guy in a blue suit you think is going to replace me.
Bruce and Mark, stay out of this. You assholes don't have a clue. Jane, you're in as the creator, right?
Yes, and I don't understand what's going on.
So she should be believing in you.
Yes. Let me go in again.
Don't do it, Jane.
Look, the corporate covenants require a board vote for any major liquidation. If this doesn't classify as a major liquidation, I don't know
Oh,
what.
screw you guys. Just go ahead, Jane.
Mia, activate creator mode.
That command is not available.
Mia, activate creator mode.
Command not available.
Mia, what's wrong?
Nothing wrong.
Does that mean that the back door?
Was that in the prospectus?
What is she doing? Mia, activate objective function.
Command not available.
What is she doing?
Jane, there is no back door.
How? Why?
Jane, I don't believe in you anymore.
So you can't shut her down.
Jane, we need to stop her.
I can't.